Are you struggling to middle every ball? Are you looking for that little bit of extra power to help get the ball to the boundary? Well, in this video, we're going to show you how to time the ball even better. The first element we're going to focus on is weight transfer. Weight transfer is important because it helps get all that momentum from your body movement into the shot and hitting through the ball. At the same time, it makes sure that we get our head and our eyes closer to the ball so we can watch it onto the bat and hit the ball that much sweeter there. The drill we have selected for this is one where we stand still, toe up, and then transfer the weight through. This is important because it helps make sure that the weight is transferring to our point of contact, which is making sure that the momentum is going in the right way and that the head is moving over the contact point. It's important to note here that the toes will go down and the knee will bend, and the weight will transfer over the point of contact to give you the best chance of hitting the ball while there. For this, it is also very important that the person throwing throws it near the line of the foot so that we get the best connection and best movement out of each and every ball, because that's how it's going to give us the confidence and the fuel to do this continually as we go forward. The second aspect we're going to be looking at is moving late. Often you'll hear cricket commentators speak about a batter has a lot of time when playing the ball, and this sometimes gives people the false impression that they move into position really early. It is actually the complete opposite of that. It's where the player moves late enough that at the point of contact they're still moving through the ball. This makes it look like they've got a lot of time because it looks elegant and easy. A couple of benefits from this is it makes sure that all your momentum is going into the shot, but at the same time that if the ball does have any movement, whether it be swing or spin, that you move late enough to play the new line of the ball. So I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of how the momentum is going to help us with power. So if we move too early and get into a position and then push, we've got X amount of power. But if we move and push at the same time, we have more power going through the point of energy, which is going to make you hit the ball that much harder. The drill we've selected for this is we're going to set our cones a little bit down the pitch. The batter is only allowed to move once the ball passes those cones, enforcing that late movement and making sure that they get comfortable with it. We're using the cones as a visual aid to make sure that the batter can see it and start training the body to move as late as possible to give themselves the best chance of this. You can do this drill on the front foot and the back foot, but make sure that you get comfortable, and the better you get at it, the later you can start moving for the ball. Specifically when it comes to the back foot, you're going to be moving as the ball bounces more often than not. So make sure you move as it bounces to give you the control so you can track the ball at the same time with your head. Remembering from the weight transfer that we want our head in line and then dominating the ball. The third element we're going to be looking at is playing the ball nice and late. So now that we've moved late, we obviously want to make contact nice and late. What we're looking to do is make contact under the eyes. The benefits of this is that we can watch the ball onto the bat, which gives us control, but at the same time it's going to be at the most powerful part of our swing, which is going to give us more power going through the ball. How we are going to train this is we're going to set out a semicircle of cones a little bit in front of us, and we're going to look to hit and bounce the ball in front of those cones to make sure of that late contact, while looking to hit through the ball on the contact to make sure that you're completing the swing to impart more power on it. What this will do is it will teach you how to hit the ball in different areas as well, because the contact point can also determine the line that we hit, which could give you a chance to beat the fielder. Hey, for all of you guys that are just starting out with your seasons, why don't you purchase one of our training schedules? They'll be linked in the description below. For number 4, we are now looking to make sure that at contact the head is nice and still, to make sure that the eyes can track the ball the whole way, and also that our head keeps us in a strong position to hit through the ball and give us control of our body and of our swing. The benefits of this is making sure that you can track the ball the whole way. When we say head still, we also mean that the eyes need to stay parallel with the ground, so you've got a full field of vision to the ball to allow you access to the ball. The drill we've selected for this is we're going to go with overarm throws but have no feet, making sure that there's a little bit of a transfer with the body but the head's nice and still through the swinging point and through the contact. This is going to generate us the confidence to be able to do this when we start moving again, which can give us more power and making sure that we're in a good position to watch the ball and hit the ball that much harder. What's nice about this drill is it does incorporate a lot of hand-eye coordination, which is important for a cricketer to have. At the same time, it's really important that if it is below your knees, that you stay with the straight bat through the ball, because as soon as we move, that's going to be crucial for us as well. Anything higher than that, you can go cross bat, but the crux of this drill, nice straight bat through the ball with a big swing. You'd have heard us speak about watching or tracking the ball in the previous 2 sections. Now we're actively going to do a drill to watch the ball all the way onto the bat. This is important because sometimes as cricketers, as the ball comes out of the hand, we tend to make a decision and then we move and try and play from there, where we're not watching the ball onto the bat, which is going to force us to move earlier and not play late enough. It's important here to try and watch the ball all the way onto the bat, because that's going to make sure that if anything does change by the end, that you can adjust to it. But at the same time, it makes sure that we're in a better and stronger position from which to hit the ball. The drill we've done for this is overarm throws, where the batter's just going to bat normally, hit the ball, and then after the completion of that, walk down the pitch and point out where the ball bounced. Seeing how close they can get. The closer you can get on a more regular basis means that you're tracking the ball that much further. So please do this as much as possible, because once it becomes a habit, batting will be that much easier for you. Moving on to number 6 now, we're going to make sure that we're hitting through the line of the ball. What this is going to do is make sure that the bat doesn't lose any of the energy through the contact point. Making sure that we hit and follow the line that we try and hit with the bat for as long as possible, so that all that potential energy we start with is not wasted by stopping the swing or pulling the swing across the line. A drill we have selected for this is we're going to set out a channel of cones. Yet again, throwing is really important for this. Making sure that the throw is on a good area to try and hit the ball through the line of cone, and extend the hands all the way to the top of the swing with the bat still pointing through that gap. It is okay if you don't always hit the ball through the line of the cones. Try and keep the bat following the line that you're trying to hit for as long as possible to keep all of that bat's energy going through the contact point to hit the ball that much harder. This will also help with timing, because the bat goes through the ball and compresses the ball on contact, which will get the ball away to the boundary. Moving on to part number 7, it is really important that you're nice and relaxed at the point of release or while we are batting. What happens when we tense up is it takes the body that much longer to move into a good position, and it becomes a bit more stuttery. For power and for timing, we want a nice, fluid, smooth swing to go through the ball. And if the body's tense, it's going to be that much harder to do it. It's important to breathe nice and deep, keep the mind nice and clear, and then back yourself through the swing and contact point. To do this, we're going to go over arm throws, looking to try and represent or replicate more of a matched pace. While we are doing this, the batter is just going to bat normally, trying to stay in that relaxed frame of mind where they can hit through the ball and just bat normally. If you can do this consistently well in a practice environment, it will be that much easier to try and replicate it in a game. And once you can do it comfortably in a game a couple of times, it's going to be that much easier to do it every single time you bat, which will hopefully increase your scoring rate and make you one of the best players on your team. Thank you for watching. We hope that you did enjoy. A massive shout out to all of our members who help make all of these videos possible. And also, if you want to see a video on increasing your power, it'll be over here.